Yeah, very good morning and a warm and cordial welcome to one and all present in this national webinar being organized by PACE, that is Principals Association of Colleges of Education, in collaboration with Kenway College of Education, Abohar, STS College of Education, Lopon, D.A.V. College of Education, Fazilka, and Guru Ramdas B.Ed College, JALALABAD West. On behalf of all the collaborating institutes, I extend a very warm and cordial welcome to Professor S.K. Yadav, today's resource person for this national webinar, and all the participants who have joined this national webinar from the various parts of India. As far as the introduction of Professor S.K. Yadav is concerned, he is a renowned figure of education from India. Professor S.K. of teacher education in NCERT, New Delhi, and he also served as academic consultant in NCTE, that is National Council of Teacher Education, New Delhi. He had conducted many research projects at national and international levels. The most important contribution is the major research project that was titled Impact of In-Service Teacher Training under SSA on Classroom Transaction. So I will continue with the introduction of Professor S.K. Yadav. The most important contribution of Professor S.K. Yadav is the research project titled Impact of In-Service Teacher Training under SSA on Classroom Transaction, involving 15 states, which was sponsored by MHRD, Government of India. The published reports are available in 4 volumes at MHRD and NCERT websites. He has also developed performance indicators for teachers' assessment. It is being used in all the states and UTs, and there is separate app for it. Besides, he has published a number of research papers in national and international journals. He has also organized and chaired many national and international conferences. He also made a significant contribution in the revision of centrally sponsored scheme of teacher education, which is being implemented in all the states and union territories in the country. He was associated with the work on education steered by international organizations, that is UNESCO, SARC, World Bank, and British Council. He has been involved with different programs of research, training, and development of course materials organized by schools of education, faculty development centers, teacher learning centers, Inter-University Center for Teacher Education, Center for Academic Leadership and Education Management, CALM, set up in different central and state universities under Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission on Teacher and Teaching Scheme. At present, he is associated with orientation courses, refresher programs, and research methodology courses organized by HRDCs, that are human resource development centers of many state and central universities like JNU, Jamia Millia, AMU, BHU, KU, LPS, PU, HPU, University of Rajasthan, Gujarat University through virtual mode. And he has delivered lot of keynote addresses, and he is one of various board of studies in this university, and a few of them are Naras Hindu University, Varanasi, UP, School of Education, Central University, Jammu, SGT University, Gurgaon, Haryana, Gurugram, Haryana, member of Program Advisory Committee of SCERT, Delhi, Amity University, Rohtak, Haryana, Kurukshetra University, Haryana, Chaudhary Ranveer Singh University of Education, Jind, Haryana, Chaudhary Devilal University, Sirsa, Haryana, Jharkhand Central University, Ranchi, Jharkhand, Guru Jambeshwar University of Science and Technology, Hisar, Haryana, BPS University, Kanpur, Kala, Sonipat, Haryana, Assessment Committee for B.Ed University News Weekly Journal. And the next is concerned education in rural India, Gramin Shiksha or budget and integrated model of internship in teacher education programs. So sir is very actively associated with all the programs that are related to teacher education. And I feel blessed that today we are having you among us to deliver the talk on the funding agencies that are national and international. And I hope that all the participants will be benefited by
in a very elaborate way. Thank you very much, madam. And you have organized this webinar in collaboration with different colleges like Kenya College of Education and Abohar, and all association of the principal of the B.Ed colleges and D.A.V college, Sant college. So I am very happy to be here today with all of you to discuss a very important topic for the webinar. So everybody knows that research is very important for the development of the nation, development of the society, development of the faculty working in university and colleges, and also professional development of the each faculty or individual. So the country who has conducted more researches, they are the developed countries. So as we all know that there are few countries which are far ahead, and they have discovered many new things which we are utilizing the benefit of those researches. Whole world is. Now, our country has also conducted and conducting many researches in every development of education and other fields. After independence, particularly, the first commission was set up by Government of India called University Education Commission, chaired by former President, late President Radhakrishnan. Why it was conducted? Because it was thought that more and more universities, and we should conduct more and more researches in every discipline. And universities are only the places for conducting the researches, where competent faculty is there, research facilities are there, labs are there, equipment are there. So therefore, it was thought that we should have a commission which recommend that we should set up more places for the researches. So when we see at the time of independence, we have only less than 28 universities in the country. But today, we have more than 1,000 universities in the country. And this could be possible due to this University Education Commission. University Education Commission recommended that we should have a body which can recommend for opening the new colleges, new courses. So UGC was recommended by this commission. It came in a full-fledged way in 1956. So University Grant Commission has recommended, and now we have many universities. Second commission also emphasized that we should have more researches in school education, because school education is a foundation for the higher education. That is the Mudaliar Commission in 1952-53. And third very important commission you all know, that is a Quathari Commission set up in 1964. Report was submitted in 1966. And many recommendations made in the researches. On the basis of that, first policy of education country was evolved. That is in it. So you will find more and more researches in every discipline. And when the committee placed in national policy on education, it is you can say, the binding of the government to implement. So therefore, you have seen, because every country has a policy on education, and our education quality, education system, how it has to be gone, depends on our national education policy. So every country, so we have also country for the first time, it was in 1968, second policy in 1986, and that was possible on the basis of the 1968. They have viewed the recommendation and implementation of the recommendation, and then they formulated. So today, whatever we are seeing, more and more training programs were suggested by 1986 policy. Though earlier also we had very large number of this, you can say, the program organized by the different department, but more emphasis provided by this. For example, as in my introduction, it has mentioned that there should be a policy on teacher education. So centrally sponsored scheme was evolved on the basis of the recommendation to improve the quality of teacher education. Same way, all HRDC where trainings are organized, human resource development, this was recommended by 86 policy. And research has been emphasized. You know it very well, and this is a practical example. I am speaking from Gurgaon, you are sitting in different part of the country. This could be possible only through researches. We never thought that such program can be conducted from our residence, and all participants will attend. When the COVID came, you know it what happened before 2020. We were stunned, colleges were closed, university were closed, courses were discontinued, the examination were suspended. What happens? But we were ahead, and on the basis of that, we switched to the alternative, because we were one of the, you can say, top of the ICT, and researches were conducted. So friends, same way, so our country is making progress, and now, for example, we all are sitting at our own places in our colleges, universities, homes, residence, and attending the program. So this is possible only due to research. Third policy, you know it very well. There's a lot of discussion you have maybe participated, maybe there are 5 principles it has been emphasized. there should be accessibility of researches. So researches should be conducted everywhere in every part of the country. Accessibility means we should have more colleges, more universities, so that we can conduct researches. Second, principal equity. We have different sections of the society in the country. If all sections of the society will not get higher education and not participate in research activities, it will not possible that our country will make progress. Third one is the quality. So our researches should be quality level. These should be quoted throughout quarter. And fourth one is the affordability. So education should not be costly. It has been mentioned in the NEP 2020, and now different bodies suggested by NEP are under process. They are watching whether it is a private sector or government sector. There should be education which every poor section of the society can be, you can say, join. And wherever facilities are not there, it has been mentioned should have a model crisis. The disadvantage from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, where such government is accountable. Then we can make the basis of the policy mentioned it in every there is a very important lesson made. You may be aware that's National Research Foundation. And in 2020, Government of India, they have allocated 50,000 crore for setting up. So the huge funds are available. Because there are so many funding agencies available where we can approach and get the money for the research activities. So here, funding agencies simply want that money allocated for research should be used for the research activities. It should not be misutilized, because there are some cases due to that they want agreement, a memorandum and understanding with the condition from the university head of the institution or from the colleges head of the institutions. The money will be flowed from funding agencies, given to the funding agencies, to the different institutions, different universities, and they will monitor that money is being used properly. Whatever proposal you will submit, they will watch the activities. They will, in phase wise, as you mentioned in your proposal, everybody knows the government. Second is a private sector. Third is a non-government sector. International sectors. Because agencies, you can get the money for conducting the researches. Now, question arises from these funding agencies on how many activities of the researches we can get the fund. So from the government sector, NGO, international, we can get the huge money for conducting researches, you can say, on the major issues research projects in your field. You are in teacher education. I hope there is our principal association, and we have discussed the in teacher education. And how you get funds from minor. You cannot get funds collaborative research project. You can get in the field of education, a collaborative way from in publication grant. If you want to publish publish your research report, you can get the money. You can get the published of your PhD thesis. So there are many activities on which you can get fund from all the agencies. Now we can talk about the government sector. In government sector, you know, in government sector, there are many ministries in government of India. All ministries have a flagship scheme. These schemes are formulated on the basis of the researches. We simply get information that this is you can say, a scheme for improvement of the quality of higher education. For example, this RUSA, Rashtriya Uttar Shiksha Abhiyan, that scheme was initiated in 2013, and the objective is to improve the quality of higher education in the country. But this scheme was evolved on the basis of the researches. Before that, they have consulted the document, they have consulted many findings on the basis that they have formulated. So all the ministries of government of India, they have a huge money for conducting researches. So you can get fund from all the ministries as per your specialization, as per your discipline, and funds are available. Yesterday, I was reading the report of the Reserve Bank of India. It has been mentioned funds are not utilized. And I was in the many committees of the government of India. I got the opportunity because I was in NCRT as a head of department participated. So, because the plans of the different states used to be reviewed in the annual appraisal meetings. So the funds for researches were generally underutilized. So therefore, if we can do researches, fund is no problem. So all ministries have a huge fund for all disciplines. According to your specialization, you can apply. For example, one study I would like to share with you, and it will be clear, and you can get crores of rupees for conducting the research. When I was a head of department, now I'm a retired person. So as Madam Sarbjeet has mentioned that there is a study, whose study conducted by us in states, you know it, there is a scheme, Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, because we are all from the field of education, therefore we know all these things. Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan was initiated in 2000, and there were many components to improve the quality of elementary education. So elementary education means class 1 to 8, and about 40 lakh teachers are working, maybe more today in whole country. So one component was how to improve the quality of elementary education. So one component was we should provide 20 days training on continuous basis every year to all the teachers. 40 लाख टीचर्स को 20 दिन की ट्रेनिंग उनके हिसाब से, उनकी रिक्वायरमेंट से स्टेट्स सारे इंडिया में ऑर्गेनाइज होता था 2000 से, since 2000. In 2010, it was thought we should see, is there impact of this training program? Huge money is being spent for providing training. So we in NCRT prepared a proposal. We suggested how we will conduct, what will be the sample, what will be the tools, and what will be the total period, how many person will be associated, will be involved for conducting. So we have given everything in our proposal. 15 professors were selected, or you can say requested, from different part of the country to assist us. They were, you can say, known as state coordinators. So we have provided funds for every activities. If your proposal is, you can very key activity-wise, you have mentioned, time mentioned, and fund mentioned. The total project was for the 2 crore rupees for 2 years, and we together about 200 researchers and the you can say dean and head of the department of different universities, and some you can say advisory body, and we people in our department, we suggested everything, and total budget was this. So we submitted this project to the government of India, means Ministry of Human Resource Development. Now it is called Ministry of Education. So this, there is a every ministry, including this, there is a committee for approval of the research project. What is on minority, what is cultural, defense, all ministries. So this ministry has one body, CARP, CARP, Committee for Approval of Research Project. Committee for Approval of Research Project. So projects from throughout India are submitted to the Ministry of Education. Education secretary of this ministry chair the committee, about 20 or 25% from different part of the country are the known researcher are the member of this committee. When your proposal are there, they conduct the meeting, they invite, and then your proposal, as we have presented there, so you can also submit. So they invite you, present there, they will ask some question, clarification. If the committee is satisfied that this college can conduct this research is the huge, with huge you can say amount, the project will be sanctioned. So my project was sanctioned, and we initiated in 2010 and completed all activities, and project was submitted to ministry in 2012 December. And we shared the findings to all the states, secretaries, ministries, and other persons involved. And total expenditure was submitted, it was approved and closed. So the project report was in 4 volumes. One volume is a consolidated report. Second volume is the training according to their needs, their training package. Third is where it was conducted. And fourth one is we developed 15 tools. That is the insert tool. So my purpose to you to share this study, that you should know that this is a procedure. You can get this money on the same line. This was not specifically for us. So all researchers like you are participating, getting money for the huge project. And from this project, you can be benefited. You have 15 tools. So these tools are free of cost. This study is available on the ministry website. This study is available on NCERT website. And this study is available on the Google. Simply you write NCERT S.K. Yadav. My name is S.K. Yadav because I was a principal investigator. So they might have collected from the ministry. I have not submitted anything to the Google. Even I don't know the procedure. So, but it is available there. They have placed immediately and shared. So you can download. When you open NCERT S.K. Yadav, you will find first, you got the fourth report, insert toolkit, in service education for teachers, 15 tools. You will not get 15 tools at one place. So you can use, these are free of cost. You can add, you can subtract, there is no copyright. And you can, if you are conducting researches, you want to conduct research and want to use the 4 tool, you can use 4 tool. If you want to modify the tool, you can modify it. If you want to delete some item, you can delete. If you want to add something, you can add something. So these tools will be very useful for all the, you can say, faculty members who are participating in this program from different institutions, particularly teacher education, because I am also man of teacher education. Therefore, I am very happy to meet you today. So my purpose simply to share this, that every ministry has such committee. There is a provision. So we are concerned with this. You can apply in ministry and you can get the money. And I hope you know how you can approach to the Ministry of Education. Second important thing which I wanted to share with you, the toolkit, because these are free of course. Therefore, you should use. You can conduct. You can see the impact of any program. These are the general tools. So I hope you will utilize this. These are available. And third thing, huge money can be allocated here only, because all the institutions, national or state level, funds are provided by the Ministry of Education. So ministry, why not to go and apply to the Ministry of Education? Why to go only to UGC? Because we all depend on UGC. The UGC funds are allocated by ministry. There are many, you can say, institutions at national level, this NCRT, UGC, AICT, सबको यहीं से पैसा मिलता है. तो आप यहाँ से ले पैसा. You can apply according to your anyway. So same way, there are some state government, they have also, all ministries, they have also provision. So you can also try there. You can get there is a possibility to get the fund. So you see on website, you will find all the details. Now we are coming to the national level bodies available, which are funding agency providing funds for conducting. For example, there are some uh, friends generally ask that there is you can say funds available for the languages. There are a lot of funds for conducting the funds, the researches in the field of all languages. Central Institute of Language under the Ministry of Education and to get fund from there. They purchase your document also. They purchase your books also after completing. They also provide funds for all these, you can say, activities which I have mentioned, for the projects, for this, you can say, publications, for the scholarships, for the seminar, conferences, organizations. So all activities, these national bodies are provided for. Now, beside that, for example, Niti Aayog, you may be knowing, earlier it was a planning commission. So after in 2014, it was renamed the Niti Aayog. There are so many, you can say now, advisors are there. Prime Minister chair this meeting. So how to have the flagship schemes so that we can improve the quality in every ministry, provide different schemes. So you can also get fund all activities from Niti Aayog. You can send prepare a proposal, get the fund from the Niti Aayog. You see the procedure there. And there is another important thing for Niti Aayog, that they publish the one journal Yojana. This journal is a very prestigious government of India. So you can contribute your article, your research paper in Yojana. And Yojana is a very important because policy of different governments, different ministries are formulated on the basis of the published article contributed by people like you, faculty like you. So it is also being published regularly you can also send your article, and they also provide the honorarium. So no journal in world, they are always talking about the fees, but here you can get the honorarium also, and your name will be, you can say, recognized because it's prestigious journal. And there are two other journal of the Ministry of Rural Development. That is a Kurukshetra magazine, Kurukshetra, both in Hindi and English. So there also related to teacher education, you can send. Related to education, you can send. So there are different components. In all these magazines, I also got opportunity. By the way, I'm thankful to them. They have selected my contribution. Madam has already shared with you. So you can also send, and you can also publish your article. And they make payment of honorarium about 5,000 rupees to each contributor. So Niti Aayog is a very important place where you can get fund. So there are UGC, you know it very well. UGC is a place where so many schemes are available for, you can say, in every field. So it was established in the 1956, as I have already shared with you. There are many regional center in Pune, Bhopal, Kolkata. So they provide funds in every disciplines, in education, languages, and teacher education, science, engineering, for all which I have shared with you, the different activities on researches. There is a, complaint from the colleges that they used to say that the faculty of university mostly get the fund from the higher education. So police persons are not deprived from this. Therefore, they have made a specific scheme for the please, it's specific university grant commission for the colleges also. So you can get under this scheme university grant for the colleges, because there are many schemes for the different sects, you can say, colleges, and for the students, for the fellowship, so many things. And faculty research promotion, this is also very important for the all level, for the initial stage, for the middle stage, for the senior level. So all stages you will get the fund. For example, those are the new entrant, they can get the startup grant, that is called seed money. After 10 or you can say 12 years, you generally become senior, then the middle level, and then the become more senior, near retirement age, they become professor, and there is another scheme. So you can apply, you can see, explore. There are different facilities for researches, and you can avail all that. So there is a, as mentioned, and you know it very well, Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission on Teacher and Teaching. Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission, Teacher and Teaching, how to improve the quality of teacher, so that we can improve the quality of teaching. So therefore, under this thing, about 82 institutions are set up, are working, and the objective is we should have a quality of researches of international level. So huge money is available in Pandit Madan Mohan National Mission on Teacher and Teaching. 20, 30 school of education are set up in different states and central university, central academic leadership, central management and leadership, central, you can say, center for the management, science, faculty development, teaching learning center. So many institutions are available. They are all providing funds. for conducting the researches. So now those in the, for example, NCRT also provide funds. You can apply there. There is no time, but simply when you want to submit your research proposal to NCRT also providing all activities. You explore, you see on the website of NCRT, simply write NCRT ERIC, ERIC. Means Educational Research and Innovation Committee, ERIC. So you will get everything and you can apply and you can get it from NCRT. So for languages, I have also already shared, and there are other institutions for languages. So now ICSR, Indian Council of Social Science Research. This is also a place where you can get fund in education, and now you can get the fund in the interdisciplinary in teacher education. It is not essential only this ministry. If you want to have some topic for the cultural, so you can apply to the Ministry of Culture. So National Institution of Culture are also available. They also provide funds because interdisciplinary researches are being suggested, recommended in national education policy. Therefore, you can apply to the other sector also in relation to the teacher education. So ICSR also provide fund for the capacity building, cultural exchange program, financial seminar, or and at the international level they provide fund. And there are many projects sometime comes. So you can also submit time to time. For example, like Impress project was suggested by Government of India. 500 projects were sanctioned in higher education. And NCT also conducted researches. NCT, you may be knowing, there is a provision, you see it. NCT conducted researches on teacher status of teacher education many times throughout country. States reports were prepared, national reports were prepared, and conducting many surveys from time to time. So they have also funded. You can collaborate with them. You can see website. You can find Association of Indian University. You know it very well. This is a association. So there also you can get a fund. So there are many. You can say I have discussed few places from where you can get the funds. Same way. Same way. If you see in the private sector, all private sectors have a fund for conducting the researches. They have a welfare funds for education purpose. They promote researches. They collaborate with you for some research purposes. They assign money to you for conducting researches for them. So all private agencies, you can say all corporate sector, Tata company, Hero Honda, Reliance, अजीम जी प्रेम जी और आप जिसका भी नाम देंगे वहाँ की वेबसाइट पे you will find that there is a provision for fund for conducting researches. So you can explore there also. There more formalities are not needed. You see them and you can collaborate and you can work on the research, and the same research status will be same. If you have a good research report, good article, you can publish it in any at national, international level. You can also have, you can say, seminar, conference, national, international level. And there are many examples where the institutions are, you can say, have collaborated with the private sector. For example, one I would like to share with you, the Bennett University, Noida. There is a Bennett University in Noida, private sector, which has, you can say, ties with the Institute of Company Secretariat of India, ICSI. So they have developed, you can say, partnership increase knowledge, because when we have partnership, we will increase knowledge, we will professionally develop both development of the students and the academicians. Mutual experts are shared, and course material, research publication, journal, and new opportunities will be created. So I hope you will utilize this private sector also. You will explore, you will find out, and there are more, not much formalities are needed. Now, there are many NGOs in the country, non-government organization. So NGOs are also working in the field of education. We are also working in the field of education. So they are also working with the same target group. We are also working with the same target group. They are also organizing training for the teachers in higher education, in the school education. We are also working for the teachers. We are also developing country, we can say curriculum, material, other supplementary material in both the sectors. They are also doing. So why not to have a collaboration with each other, so that we can have more money, we can have opportunity to utilize the resources in a focused way, in a right direction. So this we can explore. There is not much formalities are needed. Simply you have to gain faith from each other and have a project. And these international, NGOs are not at the national level. International agencies are also working. NGOs are working at the international level. So many international NGOs are there. They are working in our country and they are working in the other country also. So you can see on Google the NGOs at international level. You will find a list, long list. You can see the NGOs at the national level. You can find. For your kind information, in our country, we have more than 31 lakh NGO. Around your college, around your university, when you will explore, you will find many NGOs working in your area, and we are not. We are working separately. Your college is there. You are also working for the teachers. They are also working. Why don't you have collaboration with each other, so that we can utilize the fund and resources in an effective way and efficient way? I hope you will see. For example, some of the NGOs I can name, this Aga Khan Foundation. This Aga Khan Foundation, you can say, established in 1967 and seeks sustainable solution to the long-term problem of the illiteracy, ill health, and other sectors. And this is at the international level. Offices and centers are in different countries, including ours. And they also provide fund for the PhD, international scholarship for the PhD. Abilis Foundation is same way. This is at international level. American Foundation is same way. Make a difference. This is you can so in India. So this also working. And there is another, Center for Peace Education, Attitude Change, International Register, Rajouri in Jammu. They are working for the peace education. So they used to organize program at the national and international level. But in one of the program, I also got opportunity to deliver keynote address, because they had organized the program at international level on peace education and teacher education. So they collaborated with the Jammu University. So both this NGO and the government sector, the VC chaired of the session, were more than 500, you can say, participants from throughout world. So many countries participated. So because some money was contributed by the university, some money was contributed by this NGO. because NGOs are getting fund from the international level also, NGOs are getting fund from the national, and the government of India also, they have their own resources also. And when both our government sector is also, if you submit the proposal in the joint way, you can have more money and you can have an opportunity to work in a comfortable way. So this is one example I have shared with you. So these agencies are working in school education also, in higher education also. You can see and explore in the Pratham is a, for example, this is also one of the organization conduct the achievement survey. So with the help of the people, they get the achievement of the children throughout your India with the help of researchers. The joint project can be there. It is very important. So Aksha Patra Foundation is also one of them. Akanksha Foundation is there. Cry is there. Save the Children is there. Diwaliya is there. Bachpan Bachao Andolan also conduct and collaborate with the whole agencies, you can say government agencies. And it started, this Kailash Satyarthi started work in 1918. He got the Nobel Prize. He saved the children from the bonded labor, for trafficking, etc. He started in 80 only and got the Nobel Prize. You know, this contribution is unique, recognized by the international. So you can also have such. This is a opportunity for all of us. We can conduct and we can collaborate. So such things are available. So many facilities for researches which provide fund. We can conduct. Money is no problem, but we should prepare the proposal efficiently, effectively. Teach for India is another. Now, that is a fourth sector which I would like to share with you. That is, you can say, international sector. In international sector, you know that there are many funding agencies available from where you can get the funds. For example, there is a World Bank. World Bank provides fund in education. World Bank provides to the different countries, including ours. I also got a opportunity one of the project. Before SSC, Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, there was a DPEP, District Project for Primary Education. District Primary Education Project, DPEP, District Primary Education Project. How to improve the quality of primary education. So this project was initiated in 94, and it was, you can say, implemented by the different state government up to 2000. So there was, you can say, positive results. On the basis of that, the SSA, Government of India, evolved this, you can say, scheme, because country had some experience for 6 years. And so all these World Bank people, it was a collaborative project with the Indian government and the World Bank people. So the fund were also taken from them. So this is an agency. You can explore individual also. They provide fund to the individual also, to institution and to the government and to the university. So there is a procedure. You can see it. International Monetary Fund, Asian Development Bank, a United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. You will see a United National Development Program, UNDP. So UNESCO, you know it very well. UNESCO provide fund in education, and UNESCO also bring out the journal. There you can publish your article, and this is a, you can say, place where you will be recognized at the international level. So UNICEF is also there. You can have, and there are, you know, in every university we have funds in the international university. When they organize this seminar, etc., so they invite you people, and they sometimes provide the funds for attending, or you can apply to other agencies and then attend. So international level, there is a platform from where we can participate. Our associations are also being made. There are many friends who are member of the association which are at the international level with teacher education. So maybe you may also be one of the member of some. For example, in India we have teacher education. There are many teacher education associations members. So they also provide opportunity to participate in their seminar, conference, etc. So, all universities, maybe Chicago, Princeton, Harvard, Yale, sub universities में आपको these opportunities are available. So, for example, Duke University in the USA. University is a private research university in Durban, North Korean, founded by Methodists in 1838. So, like that, there are other I can share with you. International Career Institute. International Career Institute, USA provide learning schedule that suits you. ICI allows you to study at home or at work. ICI also offer many different programs. You are sure to find one of fits your interest. Australian National University. This also Australian National University is a national research university located in Canberra, the capital of Australia. Its main campus in force campus is 7 teaching and research colleges in addition to several national academies and institutions in Australia. Then, there's a United States India Educational Foundation. So Indian scholars are selected through rigorous application and interviews for the process of Fulbright. The USI organized program and support throughout the year, including arrival of orientation in August and annual Fulbright review. So this United States Agency for International Development. United States Agency for International Development is an independent agency for the United States for federal government that is primarily responsible for administering civil foreign aid and development assistance. Headquarters is in Washington and established in 1960. I want to share with you, please apply for the Fulbright Fellowship. Fulbright Fellowship is provided by government of USA. 800 Fulbright Fellowship are provided every year. So you can also participate. You open the website of the Fulbright Fellowship. So if you are selected, then you will get opportunity to work with the international community. So whole expenditure will be borne by the government of USA. So Fulbright Fellowship is a very prestigious fellowship. I hope you will apply and you will avail this opportunity every year. You can apply at any time. If once you are not selected, you have not discouraged, you can apply again, because this every year they advertise. When you will go there with your proposal, you will work there with the international level faculty from the different part of the world, and your horizon will be broader. You will also share your findings. They will also share with you. You will work collaboration with them. So you will get opportunity to professionally develop in the field of researches. You will see you can see scenario of whole of the world. So why not to apply? This is an opportunity. I hope everybody will try and you will get it, because there are many friends like you are availed. So you must also try for the Fulbright Fellowship. When you open on Google Fulbright Fellowship, you will get the all opportunities. That is generally called the United States India Educational Foundation. So beside that, Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency. The Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency is a government agency of the Swedish Ministry of Foreign Affairs. SIDA is responsible for organizing bulk of Sweden official development assistance to developing countries. So it is established, it was established in 1995, headquarters in Stockholm in Sweden. So they are providing fund to all the developing countries. You can try here in SIDA also. Fund I have also shared with you. So there is a monetary funds. There is a UNDP, United Nations Development Program, United Nations Global Development Network. It advocates for change and connects countries to knowledge, experience, resource to help people build a better life of themselves. It was established in 1965 and headquarters in New York. There are about 170 countries. So they are also providing fund to 170 countries. UNICEF is the same United Nations International Children Fund is agency responsible for providing humanitarian development aid to the children worldwide. Established in 1946, headquarters in New York. About 200 countries are the members. So you can get the opportunity. The UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization is a specialized agency of the United Nations aimed at contributing to the building of peace, reduction of poverty, sustainable development, education, intercultural dialogue, science, culture, communication, education, information. Everybody knows about this UNESCO. It's a place from you get the fund. Even you get apply there if you have conducted any research paper, research report, you want to publish it, you can get fund from here. If you want to attend the international conferences, you can avail opportunity, you can request them. They fund for attending the international seminar. This is a very better, you can say, place from where get fund from this international agency. It was established in 1945 and headquarters is Paris in France. Member countries are more than one, you can say 190, maybe about 200. So this is a place where you can get opportunities. So there are few I have shared with you. There are many agencies from where you can get the funds at the national level, at the international level. I share the government sector, private sector, NGO, and the international sector. So few of the places and opportunities I have shared you. There are more also. You can also explore. And this National Research Foundation is, very important, very significant institution. Will be set up. Huge money has been allocated already. I have shared with you. There will be no interference of the government of India. It will be governed by the researchers, and there is a board of governance of the researchers. They will, you can say, review your proposal, sanction money. Mechanism will be developed by the Ministry of Education from national level to the field level, because research fund is very less being utilized by the we people. Though already we have, you can say, only current time only 0.69% of GDP is there for the research. If we compare to the United States, it's about 3%, and this Israel 4.3%, and South Korea, South Korea it is 4.2%. So, but after establishing this NRF, you can have a more opportunities. And secondly, I will share with you that all these agencies for researches which I shared with you, will continue after establishment of this National Research Commission. But they will also monitor the funds utilized or allocated to you or the allocated to the different funding agencies are utilized in a proper way, in an efficient way, in an effective way. It should not be misutilized. That is the funding agencies always encourage the researchers to conduct researches because our country needs more and more researches in every field, in teacher education. Because teacher education is the most important, you can say. I usually say that it is a mother of all discipline. Because if we have a good teacher, quality teachers, everything will be solved. Because teacher prepare scientists, teacher prepare bureaucrat, teacher prepare politician, teacher prepare researcher. So if we have a quality teacher, our problem will be solved. Therefore, there is a need for more and more researches in every component of researches, maybe theoretical concept, maybe because every maybe pedagogy, maybe assessment. So if we have more and more researches, our quality of teacher education program will be improved. Therefore, on whatever agencies I have mentioned, I am not saying that I have discussed all, very few I have shared with you. And you can now explore more, and I hope so. And I request all of you, please apply to the Fulbright. That will that's a great opportunity and no expenditure required by you. All expenditure of TA, DA, or airfare or staying in you can say period for your research will be borne by them. All facilities, all provided to you. These fellowships are for short term or the long terms. So thank you very much. I have shared, I got opportunity to share a few resources for the researches. And now we will have some clarification, question answer session.
Thank you so much, sir, for your elaborative talk on the funding agencies at national and international level. Now I request Dr. Shivpal Singh ji, President of PACE, to kindly enter the interactive session for today's webinar. Over to Dr. Shivpal Singh ji.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, my voice is coming there?
Yes, clearly.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dr.
Sir,
Shivpal.
very informative session. And we are very benefited by giving your knowledge because every colleges of education and other college, they are organizing their seminar, conferences, workshop, international workshop and conferences. But this is a lag. They cannot get any fund from any agency. I would say my experience also, sir, every year we are organizing many seminar, conferences, workshop, international conference also. And I applied many times different agency, but they refused because we are self-financing colleges. 2 or 3 times I had gone in ICSSR also and met their officers. They justly told that you are self-financing college. That's why I could not to provide you any fund. We are providing only university or added colleges. So this is a main problem. That's why we are hesitating to apply anywhere. Yes, any university, any government agency, any colleges, added college, they are getting very some good amount of the fund from the different agencies. But sir, would you explain that? Is it any rule that self-finance college cannot get any fund?
There are two or three important things related to self-financing. There is a you can say scheme for self-financing under UGC. You can
Yes, sir.
explore specifically. It is mentioned the scheme for self-financing. I hope you might be knowing. You may be knowing, but you see it again. You will find it. Secondly, for every funding agency, some rule you will get when you will explore. These are the things we are providing to the self-financing or the private section of this or everywhere. So this is not uniformly, they cannot deny it. You are not entitled. Secondly, I have mentioned though beside government sector, I have also mentioned the private sector. I have mentioned the NGO. I have mentioned the international sector. So you explore the possibility, definitely there is a possibility you can get it. But I agree with you that in government sectors, mostly they have made some certain conditions. But you should explore. Itni NGO hai, Dr. Sipal Singh. There are so international level. So you should. One NGO I have, for peace education. If you like, I can give the name of that person. So he organized the program. He used to organize. He collaborated with the government agency. So you can collaborate with them because every government agency require research. So researchers, I will not criticize unnecessary. People will focus on me because there is a chance for collaborative research. So you can collaborate with for example, international level, the seminar by the private, even NGO organized by the government sector. See, there is a opportunity. But I know it, there is some restriction somewhere, but we should go for the another places also. Many agencies are available where you can get the fund. Because we are depending upon, because government sector, number one. And mostly all the university and colleges may be private, may be government. They focus on the UGC. For UGC, ICSR, so this is very difficult because I have told you, shared with you that money is allocated by Ministry of Education to UGC to ICSR. There are so many faculty members, therefore such reservations.
Yes, sir.
Yes, और बताइए.
Thank you, sir. Sir, there are another question. Is there any grant for the postdoctoral research in India?
PDF with UGC provide. All fund, the ICSR provide. There is a scheme, PDF you write these places. International agency provide. PDF is very common. Thank you, Dr. Sipal Singh. बहुत अच्छा लगा.
Sir, one another question.
हाँ.
Sir, kindly provide us some literature regarding these agencies and name of various ministry and their websites.
Okay, I will send to Madam Sarabjit Kaur. Don't worry, I can send to you also. Because my purpose is for the lecture.
Yes, sir.
That whatever I have shared with you, you should utilize these resources and you should conduct research and you should promote research and you should encourage the young researcher. My purpose is not to keep the knowledge up to me or up to research. So whatever I used to contribute till today. So article on different field. I man of teacher education. So there is one. Please, दिखाई कहीं नहीं दे रहा है अभी। हाँ, got it. I used to write, contribute article in teacher education. I am man of teacher education. There is a one article recently published. You see it. That is a University News, Association of Indian University. So the article is artificial intelligence in teacher education. That is a new field. That is a future of this world. So I started work, but I concentrated that this work should be related to teacher education. So artificial intelligence teacher education program, it is published in the February 7 to 13, 2012. After that, I published in the same the sustainable goal number 4, and in now in June there's an academic bank of credit. How these will be set? So I used to write for the through teacher education. Academic bank of credit through teacher education program. Artificial intelligence through teacher education program. Sustainable goal of 4 can be achieved only through teacher education. I used to say education is the mother of all discipline. So why I am contributing in this? This is also, this is a no money is provided, no honorarium is provided to the Association of Teacher Education. But my aim, whatever I can contribute, it should go to the our you can say faculty who are working in the field of teacher education. So you must also contribute because this circulation is 25,000 institution in India. ये 25,000 जगह जाता है, सारे कॉलेजेस में, यूनिवर्सिटीज में, IIM में, IITs में, इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ साइंस एजुकेशन में. तो आपके जितने भी लोग हैं उनको टीचर एजुकेशन ऐसे काम बनेगा, क्योंकि सारा जो कुछ होना है वो टीचर एजुकेशन के द्वारा ही होना है. अगर टीचर एजुकेशन स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गया थिंग विल बी. तो आप भी इसमें अपना आर्टिकल भेजिए. इसमें मगर कोई पैसा नहीं देता है, मगर इसका सबसे बड़ी बात है डिसेमिनेशन बहुत इसका इफेक्टिव है. तो सारे इंडिया में आपको जो आर्टिकल डॉक्टर शिवपाल सिंह आप लिखेंगे तो पूरे कंट्री में जानेंगे योर कंट्रीब्यूशन इज देयर. इसलिए लिखता हूं.
थैंक यू वेरी मच. Sir, one more question, please. Kindly provide us some sources of tools and list of NGOs.
लिस्ट ऑफ NGO मैं कुछ तो ये मेरे इस लेक्चर में भेज दूंगा मैं. फिर एक जो है इसका बड़ा सिंपल सा है, देखो हमारे 31 लाख मोर देन 31 लाख NGO है इंडिया. आप गूगल खोलेंगे ना गूगल, और आप वहाँ NGO लिख देना, आप नॉन गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, तो आप पढ़ भी नहीं पाएंगे. आप पढ़ नहीं पाएंगे इतनी. और दूसरा क्या था?
टूल्स.
एक तो NGO के,
हाँ, दूसरा सोर्सेस ऑफ टूल्स.
हाँ, देखिए सोर्सेज देख तो मैंने अपना स्टडी का बताया. आप अभी खोल के देख सकते हैं 15 टूल वो टीचर एजुकेशन से रिलेटेड हैं, वो कितनी भी स्टडी कर सकते हैं, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट है. और सिर्फ गूगल पे लिख देंगे SK यादव NCERT तो वो इनसेट टूल किट मिल जाएगा, आप उसको यूज कर सकते हैं. तो ऐसे टूल के रिसोर्सेज तो फिर बहुत है. जैसे NCERT की हमारी एक लैब है, साइकोलॉजिकल लैब. NCERT का खोलेंगे तो उसमें सारे टूल मिल जाएंगे आप पूरे कंट्री के. और बताइए और कोई?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. But
Namaskar, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, sir. Please continue.
No. I'm saying that other participants can also ask the question by the.
Sir,
बोलिए
डॉक्टर. Sir, as we know that, as we know that UGC was giving grants to the institution, self-finance institution, according to 9th plan, which ended in 2002. So we have heard that now UGC has planned to give the financial assistance to those institutions, those who have not got till 5 last year. Is it true? If you have such kind of information, please
देखिए मैडम,
share with us.
ये जो स्कीम्स है कंटिन्यू डिसकंटिन्यू होती रहती है।
हाँ जी,
उसका
हाँ
कारण
जी, हाँ
है,
जी,
कई कारण, देयर आर मैनी रीजन। कई बार पैसा खत्म हो जाता है। मैंने कहा हर इंस्टीट्यूशन को फंड एलोकेटेड होते हैं, बहुत लोग उसमें हो जाते हैं तो फिर वो डिसकंटिन्यू कर देते हैं, स्कीम फिर चालू हो जाती है।
नहीं
तो
सर, जैसे
इसका
सॉरी
स्टेटस
सर,
जानने के
हाँ जी,
लिए आप ऐसा करिए, गूगल पे आप फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंट टू द सेल्फ फाइनेंसिंग पॉलिसीज, तो आपको एग्जैक्ट उसका पता लग जाएगा। आजकल तो गूगल इज ए
जी।
ग्रेट टीचर।
सर आप गूगल से कम थोड़ी ना हमारे लिए।
तो इमीडिएटली नहीं नहीं, थैंक यू वेरी मच। मैं कोशिश
हाँ
की कोई
जी,
ज्यादा से ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन शेयर करें तो
हाँ जी, हाँ जी। नहीं, वैसे सुनने में आया था कि
डॉक्यूमेंट्री।
ऐसा कुछ है, तो इसलिए मैंने पूछा कि अगर आपके पास कोई ऑथेंटिक
नहीं,
इंफॉर्मेशन
अभी
है तो प्लीज हमें बताइए।
मैंने पहले इकट्ठी की थी, अब लेटेस्ट स्टेटस मैंने चेक नहीं किया है। वो आप गूगल पे
ठीक
चेक कर लीजिए, यूजीसी पे जाइए।
ठीक है,
और
थैंक
किसी
यू
के
सो मच
सवाल?
सर।
हाँ, थैंक यू वेरी मच मैडम।
Sir,
और किसी का कोई सवाल?
yes, sir. I just want to take your suggestion regarding the major areas for research.
मेजर एरियाज फॉर रिसर्च के दो तरीके हैं मैडम। देखिए डॉक्टर, मैं कहाँ से आपका नाम दिखाई दे रहा है, पर आपका
Sarabjit,
नाम
this
एनीवे
is Dr. Sarabjit.
देखिए। हाँ, देखिए इसके एक बड़ा सिंपल सा है, वेरी सिंपल, that every funding agencies, when you open the website of any funding agency, you will find the first paragraph. These are the priority areas where we can provide fund for researches. For example, NCRT, there is a body, one department, that is ERIC, Educational Research and Innovation Committee. So under that, they have written the guide for preparing the proposal, guideline for providing fund for the researches. These are the areas. Number one, curricular areas. So you will find mostly in all these funding agencies curricular areas latest. Then there is a pedagogical issues. Then there is a national concern. National concern. अब जैसे कि कोविड से रिलेटेड, जिन लोगों ने कोविड से रिलेटेड जैसे कहीं भी अप्लाई मिला हुआ, फिर पॉलिसी रिसर्चेस पे फंड मिल सकता है। अब जैसे हमने पॉलिसी रिसर्च पे काम किया, सर्व शिक्षा अभियान, ऐसे हर मिनिस्ट्री के अंदर देयर आर पॉलिसीज, एवरी मिनिस्ट्रीज, तो दे आल्सो वांट फीडबैक whether our policy is being implemented effectively in the field or not, maybe in the state government, maybe in the central government. तो ये जो एरियाज हैं प्रायोरिटी एरियाज की, आईसीटी में जैसे आजकल बहुत काम हुआ, and it helped in implementing all these everything and completing examination through ICT, तो इसका इम्पैक्ट वगैरह भी आप देख सकते हैं। तो ये जो एरियाज हैं, इन एरियाज में आप ट्राई कर सकते हैं, और एरियाज बदलते रहते हैं क्योंकि नेशनल कंसर्न्स क्या टाइम टू टाइम, तो जो पुराने जो एरियाज हैं जो उन पे कम चांस होते हैं, तो यू कैन अप्लाई फॉर द नेशनल कंसर्न, फॉर द ICT, फॉर द करिकुलर एरिया, फॉर पेडागोजी, सिस्टमेटिक रिफॉर्म। तो इन एरियाज पे देयर आर ग्रेट चांस फॉर गेटिंग funds from all agencies in the government agencies. For example, there is a scheme, RUSA. You can submit the proposal, what is the impact of the RUSA in the country. for improving the quality of higher education. Huge money is, you can say, provided to the state government by the central government. So you can see the impact of any component of the RUSA का जो training है, अब HRDC में जो होती है, so what is the impact of the RUSA on the training program conducted by the different HRDC, different academic staff colleges. तो इसमें chance वहाँ पे देखना चाहिए जो प्रायोरिटी का एरिया है, वहाँ पे जल्दी पैसा मिलता है. Is it clear, madam?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And here is a humble request, sir. Can we seek your intervention whenever we are applying for such funds and making the research proposals? Can we approach you, sir?
There is no problem. You are always welcome. My number is with madam.
Thank you,
If you
sir.
want to write, you can write.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
9891 513 542. 9891 513 542. Whenever you require, most welcome. But you should prepare a good proposal in priority area. These are mentioned with the every you can say funding agency. जो भी funding agency हो पहले उसने priority areas mention कर रखी है, तो उसमें बनाएंगे तो ज़्यादा chance है. एक जो है आप जो बहुत जैसे कि कोविड है, ICT है, ये priority areas हैं, ये mention भी होते हैं, मगर जैसे एकदम कोविड के बारे में पता नहीं था, इससे रिलेटेड कोई इशू लेंगे तो फिर भी आपको जल्दी पैसा. और कोई बताइए, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? Any other?
Any participant who wants to ask any question?
कोई और आपका क्वेश्चन हो?
I think no queries, sir. Over to Dr. Neha Sachdeva.
Now I would like
मेरा
to. Now I would like to request.
थैंक्स करने से पहले मेरा ये,
Sorry, sir.
मैं ये कहना चाह रहा था डॉक्टर मैडम, आप इसको रिसर्च को फंड की वजह से नहीं छोड़िए. फंड्स देखिए, मैंने आपको इतने आए हैं शेयर्ड मैंने एजेंसीज, फॉरगेट अबाउट गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज, have explore and approach to the private agencies, to the NGOs, to the international sector, where more formalities are not needed. Because mostly we talk on the UGC. UGC has a lot of burden. So many faculty members throughout India. So it is very difficult to provide fund to all. So with one excuse, another excuse, you can say refusal to which you don't like, and you always feel discouraged. You know that they are rejected. Forget. You must try. I am not saying you don't have. You must try. You get okay. If you don't get, then you must try again to other agency. And this Fulbright fellowship, you must you can say avail, or you must try, because you will get a broader outreach throughout world. You can say people apply, faculty from the different international universities and different countries, you will get a facility, and that is free of cost. So only you have to prepare the proposal. You have not to do anything. आपको करना क्या है? एक proposal बनाना है. Proposal बनाने का तरीका आपको आता है. Area Fulbright साहब पे लिखे हुए हैं. यही areas हैं सब जगह. तो उसको avail कर लीजिए. यही I want that you must do. Any other?
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to request respected Dr. Anurag Kasija, sir, for vote of thanks. Over to Anurag, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I, on the behalf of PACE India, thanks our resource person, Professor S.K. Yadav ji, former HOD, Teacher Education, NCERT, New Delhi, presently academic consultant NCT New Delhi, for such a valuable views on national and international funding for research. I thank Dr. Sarvjit Kaur, Dr. Shivpal Singh, Dr. Devanandan ji, Dr. Tripta ji, Dr. Sushila Narang ji, and various organizing secretaries, Dr. Neha, Dr. Vipul, Dr. Vanika, Dr. Kavita, Dr. Rakhi, and Sakshi Verma. Thanks to all the colleges for such a wonderful and useful academic collaboration. And above all, I thank all the participants. Jai Hind.
I am also thankful to all, Dr. Sarvjit, Madam, for organizing this webinar with the help of all teacher associations and all colleges which mentioned by Anurag. So thank you very much for giving me opportunity. Really very thankful. Nice interaction.
Thank
sir.
you,
Thank you
sir.
very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to request Dr. Vanika Nagpal for National Anthem. Sound देखो सही आ रही है?
वॉइस क्लियर नहीं है मैम.
So please take your seat. National anthem is over. I think there was
Thank you.
problem in audio. So thank you so much, sir, for providing us your precious time for organizing this national webinar. Thank you so much. We will seek the opportunity in future also, sir. Thank you, Professor Yadav ji. Thank you, Dr. Shivpal ji. Thank you, Dr. Sushila ji. Thank you, Dr. Anurag ji, and all the participants. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much to all of you. Have a good day. So should I take leave?
Yes, sir, definitely. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, सबको मेरा नमस्कार.
Namaskar.
सर फिल्म मिलेंगे.
हाँ जरूर जरूर. Whenever you require my help in any field, research or training,
हाँ जी,
because
हाँ जी.
I am associated with more than 25 universities of the country in different programs. So, okay, thank you very much. Namaskar.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.